Hey, how's it going? Hope you're having a dope day. And today I wanted to kind of touch on how impactful semen retention can be, but also the negative effects and how it affects your mental health overall. Because I think that this is an unspoken kind of topic. You know what I mean? I'm out here. It's beautiful. My dog's chilling. It's so beautiful out here, isn't it? Look at that. Squirrels and stuff here. I'm just chilling here, man. I want to kind of talk to you about this, or have a conversation with you about this. I know this is kind of like a breather from the AI slop that's all over social media and over edited videos. And lately, so here's my story, man. I actually started a new job. I'm working at the hospital now. Because you can't depend on YouTube money, man. I don't make money from this shit. I'm just doing this for fun. But anyways, I started a hospital, predominantly women workers, okay? So I'm working with women mostly. And in the healthcare field, when you're starting out, it impacts your health quite a lot. There's a helicopter. It affects your health quite a lot, your mental health, because you're working with women. And I've been doing semen retention on and off, periodically, not like dedicated, because of course a man needs to ejaculate eventually, I believe so, to kind of release once in a while. But when I am doing the semen retention sessions, you know, it could be like a 7-day, 2 weeks, sometimes a month. Before I was doing it years upon years, but I found that it was ineffective overall, because when you do it for years, you get a thing called flatline, and flatline is when you have absolutely no sexual urge, but that also affects your motivation, because men are motivated by sex. Let's be real here. We're motivated by our sexual drive. Our testosterone is closely linked to our sex drive. And our sex drive is what motivates us to do better, to make more money, to get strong, and to eventually attract women, or a wife, or a girlfriend, or whatever. So anyways, I'm working in this field, and I'm noticing that it's predominantly women, right? And while I'm working in this field, I'm understanding that, you know, maybe I need to start changing my ways, right? Maybe I need to start changing my attitudes. I understand that, you know, in this field, you need to have a backbone, because a lot of women are alpha by nature. Men are not alpha by nature. We have to manufacture our alpha state, that mindset, that stoicism. We have to build that from scratch, whereas women come built with it, because they have no choice, because they need the buffering, the filter, to filter out men. In another video, I talked about how, you know, semen retention helps attract women, which is true, and it does. But it also helps with, you know, safeguarding your mental health. But it's not fully built for, you know, long-term help, right? You know, when you're doing semen retention for a long time and you get the benefits, but then you reach flatline, and then you're impacted by your health, by your workplace. Let's say you're in a workplace and you have your coworkers that kind of rub you the wrong way, or you're, you know, that triggers you to ejaculate eventually, right? Because again, you're not a Buddha monk. You're not in the mountains just doing this full time. You have access to a computer, you have access to your phone. You can pull up the hub at any time, given time, to de-stress yourself. But when you are doing practicing semen retention, what I've noticed, the negative effects of it, is that when you decide that you aren't going to release, let's just say, and you're hit with a lot of negative situations, let's say in the workplace or at home, or you get in arguments and you don't fap, like let's say you just don't fap, let's just say you want to meditate. What happens is you have this buildup of anger and self-hate and self-loathing. And you know, a lot of guys are not fully built to like meditate. Like you can't sit down for 12 minutes because we're so programmed by like social media, right, to scroll and scroll. So the negative effects that I've noticed is that when you aren't ejaculating for a long period of time and you come across a lot of negative influences or negative consequences and you don't fall into your triggers, it affects you in a way where you start to feel unmotivated. And if there's no way to pick yourself up from that slump, you eventually get to a point where you do masturbate. So what I encourage you to do is find activities that you can do that help you, you know, kind of distract you away from like relapsing if you're doing semen retention. For me, it's either the gym, I like to build myself, or I like to play video games. And as much as video games gets hate, like I'll try to play video games anyways. I don't even get to play like more than like a half an hour. I was trying to play Witcher the other day. And if you're a gamer, I love you. Thank you for watching my channel because we relate. I play a lot of strategy games, RPGs and stuff, but that's a way to build your cognitive function if you understand how your brain works. You know, chess players are amazing with strategy, right? And building your cognitive function or your mental agility is key to being a man. And one way to build your mind muscle is using games as a way to do that, aside from reading. I encourage you to read too. So yeah, that's one of the negative things. There's a lot of people coming, so I'm kind of early today, but it's not like I care about them anyways. The positive though is that you definitely get a big boost in your confidence. You know, you get a big boost in your confidence level, so people are not impacting you the way they usually do, right? So I've noticed that. Let me know what you notice, and also let me know what your hobbies are. I would love to hear from you in the comments. I hope you're having a beautiful day. I've spoken about, you know, how your confidence level grows. Come on, Sora, let's go. The dog here. I've spoken about how your confidence level rises over time when, and you should subscribe if you're new to the channel. I talk a lot about stuff. I actually want to move on from the semen retention topic because, you know, there's other things to talk about. Let me know what other topics you would like me to cover on this channel, because I don't want it to just be about semen retention, you know what I mean? There's always other topics I could talk about men's health, because I've have like over 20 something years of experience with this. So let me know what kind of topics you'd like me to talk about. You know, is it gonna be, you know, attraction? Is it gonna be like stoicism? What is it gonna be? Who knows? Yeah, and also make sure to subscribe. I would like you to do that if you can. Okay, so with that said, hope you have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Take care.